All in the rest. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the rest. I never switch.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Time. Mike T on here, guys. Mike T. Go. Go.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, go.
Darnold from the gun. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. You got block me.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah, 12.
Out of the gun, Luck. That one complete to Anderson. There he goes, right side. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard. Line.
Get ready. Get ready. Gain of 20. That's good for Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Defense, let's go.
They'll run with Thompson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They'll fake it. Now Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold caught here by Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second and 11 now. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Here's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Love. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Luck going to throw deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Darnold, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold on first down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 31, Darnold. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense. Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat. Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just
na na na